Halloween, and that means, of course, a lot of sugar. But how much is too much? Joining me this morning is a doctor. She's a pediatrician, Dr. Natalie Muth, and Dr. Natalie Muth. I want to get the whole name in there. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm great. And one of the things we were just talking about, which I find surprising, is sugar doesn't necessarily make a child hyperactive.
Yeah, you know, every parent will tell you that there's definitely a relationship, but science hasn't been able to play that out, that sugar and hyperactivity go hand in hand. But we know too much sugar at Halloween, or just too much sugar in general, can cause children to have other issues.
Yeah,
and
there are a lot of other complications that it does cause.
And, you know, as health advocates and pediatricians, we struggle with these holidays and Halloween because we want kids to be able to go out there and have fun and do all the cultural things that we do.
Right.
While
It's
also
tradition.
it's tradition, but also balancing, you know, not having too much sugar or just being thoughtful about it so the next 3 weeks aren't spent binging on that leftover Halloween candy.
Okay, we've got a display here. Why don't we start from this side, and what are we talking about with this bowl here?
Yeah, so I have some strategies that parents can keep in mind or think about when they're working with their kids to try to help minimize the sugar but still have fun at Halloween.
Okay.
So the first bowl is some candy and ice, and that's really intended to kind of demonstrate that after the fact, if you still want to keep the candy, you know, one thing you could do is just get rid of all of it.
Yeah.
But if you still want to keep it, put it in a baggie, put it in the freezer.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Out of sight, out of mind. And then when you eat that frozen candy, it takes a little bit longer to eat.
Yeah.
You can put it in baggie so it's portion controlled.
Sure.
So you're just really able to moderate the sugar
Bring
a
it
little
out
bit.
for special occasions, special treats for the kids. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
And it'll keep in the freezer for, I don't know, a couple years.
Until next Halloween, right?
Until next Halloween. Okay, what do we have here in the bucket?
So the best strategy to kind of think about is what can we do other than giving kids food and candy at Halloween?
Right.
Now, I know that's part of the culture, it's part of what we do, but when we set this up where the kids are getting rewarded with food, it can create problems kind of later on. So one great thing to think about is giving the kids something other than candy for Halloween.
Some fun little things.
So some fun stuff. You know, we got some glow sticks, you can give them stickers. It depends, of course, on the age of the child, but you can give them the little spider things, the eyeball, plastic toys, all that stuff. Kids think it's fun. It makes their Halloween trick-or-treat bag a little bit more variety.
As you're walking around the neighborhood, you know?
Right, yeah. So you can just,
idea.
you know, you can be a little bit fun about it without food.
Right. Okay. Next
but
up.
If you want to do food, you still want to kind of give the candy out, then think about things that you can give that maybe have a little bit less sugar or are smaller in size, a little bit better kind of in the portion control, maybe some snacks that aren't candy. Or if you really want to be the parent in the neighborhood that's giving out the good stuff, instead of giving a full candy bar, maybe giving like a kid's nutrition bar or something like that. Still has some sugar, but less.
Okay,
So.
now this one, I love what your husband calls this.
Yeah, so my husband says if we actually do this, our house is going to get egged. But maybe we can change the culture, you know, over time. But if you want to really be healthy about it, you can give healthy things, help supporting the kids and getting their 5 a day of vegetables and fruits. Give them the raisins, the apples.
I remember getting these, the raisins, and that's not so bad.
It's not so bad. You can do the dried cranberries, dried fruit. You know, goes over pretty well.
You still might get egged, but okay.
You still might
and
get
then
egged.
quickly, because we have to go. But this is great for a little party.
Yeah, if you're having a party, you don't have to have a bunch of candy all the time. You can make it fun by giving the kids healthy stuff, especially the younger kids. They love things that are fun. So this is just clementines with some sugar snap peas, some bananas with some chocolate chips, making a ghost and some pumpkins, and it's super fun. Kids love it, and it's healthy for them.
Those are some scary bananas too.
Yeah, very scary.
Doctor, thank you so much.
It's been my pleasure.